Hello, and we welcome you to another Dead Poet Revival, where the artists at Rissy Art Creative House of Design have dug up the work of deceased poet of yore, Edgar Albert Guest. They have uncovered one of Mr. Guest's sincerest poems, He Who Could Not Save. All agreed the poem processed such post-mortem wisdom that it just could not be ignored. Edgar Albert Guest was a British-born U.S. writer whose poems were widely read during the first half of the 20th century. Guest's family relocated from Warwickshire, England, to the United States in 1891, when Guest was 10 years old. Edgar Guest began his career at the Detroit Free Press in 1895, where he first worked as a copper boy. He was soon promoted to police writer and later to exchange editor, and in 1904 he began writing verse for the Free Press under the heading Chaff.
The Man Who Couldn't Save by Edgar A. Guest. Read for LibriVox.org by Bruce T. Philbeck of Lexington, Michigan. He spent what he made, or he gave it away, tried to save money and would for a day. Started a bank account time and again. Got 100 or so for a nest egg, and then some fellow that needed it more than he did, who was down on his luck with a sick wife or kid, came along and he wasted no time till he went and drew out the coin that for saving was meant. They say he died poor, and I guess that is so. To pile up a fortune he hadn't to show. He worked all the time, and good money he made. Was known as an excellent man at his trade, but he saw too much, heard too much, felt too much here to save anything by the end of the year. And the shabbiest wreck the Lord ever let live could get money from him if he had it to give. I've seen him slip dimes to the bums on the street, who told him they hungered for something to eat, and though I remarked they were going for drink, he'd say, "Maybe so, but I'd hate to think that fellow was hungry and I'd passed him by. I'd rather be fooled 20 times by a lie than wonder if one of 'em I wouldn't feed had told me the truth and was really in need." Never stinted his family out of a thing. They had everything his money could bring. Said he'd rather be broke and just know they were glad than rich with them pinin' and wishin' they had some of the pleasures his money would buy. He never could look a bank book in the eye if he knew it had grown on the pleasures and joys that he'd robbed from his wife and his girls and his boys. Queer sort of notion he had, I confess. Yet many a rich man on earth is mourned less. All who had known him came back to his side to honor his name on the day that he died. Didn't leave much in the bank, it is true, but did leave a fortune in people who knew the big heart of him, and I'm willing to swear that today he is one of the richest up there. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.